Cool. All right. So today's exercise, we went through in the board and we talked about it in the classroom already. But just a quick review, we're doing both minimum power takeoffs, minimum power landings, and then no hover takeoff and no hover landing. Okay. So just the really quick review is going to be, we're going to start with our first ones will be minimum power takeoffs with minimum power landings. And so for that, we're going to do a creeping, really slow cushion takeoff, trying to keep it within a foot or so of the ground, within that ground cushion. And we're going to use as little power as possible on the departure. So once we get in the hover and we determine what power it takes to hover, then I'll give you a limitation, probably 4% on top of that. That's going to be your limitation on your departure. We'll go as smoothly and slowly as possible on the departure. That's going to give us that minimum power for the departure. When we come back around for the landing, we're going to come in long and low, get back into that ground cushion, and then slow down the final part in that ground cushion to also use as little power as possible to land. Cool. Okay, and then we'll talk later on about the no hover takeoff and land.
One at a time.
Exactly. So, for the minimum power, we actually are able to come up into a low hover, do a traffic check, do all that work, and then we'll do the departure. Cool. All for the departure.
I see how. All lights are out. NL's in the green. Feels good. Remaining infield circuits as briefed. T's and P's are all in the green. All switches on. Car P's on auto. Collective friction coming off. We're clear around to the left.
It is.
Got one Robinson over there. Robinson fighting for the circuit. Another one in the circuit there, just so we know. And Bell to the right. Otherwise, we're all clear.
Yep. Habitat Tower, this is L47, Foxtrot Echo Tango Romeo. L47, Foxtrot Echo Tango Romeo, Habitat Tower. Habitat Tower, Foxtrot Echo Tango Romeo, just past the west tip of Masquerade Island at 1,000 feet, requesting pad alpha. Infield with information.
Nice and low here.
Echo Tango Romeo.
So 76, that's about what we thought it would be.
190 at 3, altimeter 3023.
Bouncing up there a little
Freedom bound
bit.
by the northwesters.
78.
Echo Tango Romeo.
All right, we'll call it 78. It's kind of our average there. We'll do a smooth turn here.
101 trainer tower, roger, traffic left base, variable immediate departure.
Affirmative, consider immediate, Skylink 101 trainer.
Skylink 101 trainer tower, cleared immediate takeoff, runway 19, and climb 2,500 approved.
47 there.
2,500,
At 1 o'clock now.
clear for takeoff.
I'll go all the way around, see everything that's going on. Load of fixed wing bits. Not that concerned.
He shouldn't be coming over here.
Fixed wing there. C4 doing groundwork. Got the aircraft there in the circuit on the 12 o'clock. And I was expecting another. Okay.
Okay, so we can call for that circuit.
Albert to the tower, Echo Tango India requesting infield circuit.
Charlie Sierra Papa Tower, clear touch and go, runway 19.
Charlie Sierra Papa, thanks.
I stepped on a helicopter for an infield circuit, say again?
Albert to the tower, Echo Tango India requesting infield circuit.
Echo Tango India Tower, their infield circuit is approved. Traffic 2 on final for the infield, a Bell 47 and an R44. Takeoff and land the infield at pilot discretion.
Echo Tango India, visual with traffic. I was going to say infield circuit approved. Got the bell there.
Alright, so we'll follow this down here and we'll just creep, trying to keep it below 84%. A momentary blip above that and then back down again like we talked about.
Yeah.
And now we just leave the power where it is. Start that turn. And you can keep the power in the 70s where we had it.
There it is.
Get us that climb we want.
Sorry about that, transponder should be on.
Settling that. Hovering so low for so long.
Did you want vectors or you self-vectors?
Yeah, so like we talked about in the classroom, usually as we start to go through translation, there's a bit of a dip there, requires another 4% or so. Other than that, for the main part of the departure we didn't go above 80%, which is exactly what we want. That was awesome. Then we'll do the full circuit around, and we'll come in. We'll set ourselves up as kind of low and long as possible.
Is the power limit now gone, or am I still restricted?
You're not restricted right now, no.
Okay.
That exercise is over. On
Yeah.
approach, not landing, we'll put it back in place. Yeah. Start loading that disc now. We'll take it a bit early here,
Behind that traffic,
so we don't
cleared to cross runway
interfere with that
19
47.
and land the infield at pod discretion.
From here, we want to just really gently load that disc all the way in. And try and keep moving for a bit longer here. That'll get us at the least power we
Kilo
need.
November Charlie Tower, Cabri just short final about to land. Infield circuit approved. Takeoff and land the infield at pod discretion.
Coming right down into that 1 to 2 foot hover again. Then slow down as slowly as you can. Oh, 78, perfect. Use 80 if you need to stop. Very nice. Didn't even need more than 78 again on the landing.
Yeah, I think that was what was kind of throwing me off a bit. Is I was expecting the power sort of requirement, but it never really came.
It doesn't if you do exactly what you did, which is just bleed off the speed super slowly within ground effect.
Yeah.
Then we don't have any kind of big spikes or loading that happens at the end. It's all done on the way in. Then you have that real gentle approach. That was very well done.
Okay.
So that's what you would use in a situation where you're taking off or landing at high density altitude, maybe high in the mountains, landing on a glacier like snowpack or something. You might do that low power, minimum power landing. Awesome. So that's the minimum power. Yep. Now we're going to talk about the no hover takeoff and no hover landing. As we talked about in the classroom, is done for a totally different reason. Yep. Usually because of blowing snow or like fluffy snow or brownout situation where your downwash is going to create loss of visibility, right? Yep. And so we want to do our departure and our landing in such a way that we avoid all that brownout or whiteout flowing in front of us. So on our takeoff like we talked about in the briefing is going to be one smooth motion up to about 10, 12, 15 feet. Yep. And then in that same motion, we're going to fly away, right? Cool. And then for our landing, like we talked about, we're going to shoot that approach, very similar feel to this one, long and low. And then we want to keep moving all the way till we touch the ground, all right? Yep. And so that's going to be we'll do it on the grass on this one, out towards the windsock here. Yep. And we'll just bring it all the way in, and we'll try and, right when we feel that burble from the downwash catching us, we want to be in the process of landing.
Cool.
All right. So I'll do, on this one, I'll do a demo on for the takeoff and a demo on the landing with you, and then follow up with you doing the second one. Cool. Awesome. Also, we talked about, with this one, we don't want to be in the hover, checking our traffic and everything, because the whole time we're going to be blowing up snow or whatever. So we'll open our doors, we'll check for traffic behind us. Yep. I'm all clear above and behind.
How's it light? Go get the door closed.
Echo 6, Vector, stay west of runway 19. Wind 190 at 4, take off your discretion out to Northwest Street.
All right. We did your takeoff checks already, so we are good. Friction is off.
Nice job.
Excellent. All right, so I want you to feel how the pace and everything that we do the takeoff here. Yep. Eyes outside. So one smooth pull till we leave the ground. And it's not fast, but it's continuous up, always away from our downwash, and then starting to fly away.
Cool.
Go. And once we start moving, it's okay if we dip a little bit because we're away from our downwash.
Anyway,
right?
No issue.
Cool. All right, your controls.
My control.
Episode Tower, Scotty 1 our trainer is heading towards
so then go ahead and just set up for the same approach as you did last time, except we'll shoot it into the grass.
Traffic 101 trainer tower, contact Victoria Terminal 1327.
It's actually going to feel very much like your minimum power. including that touchdown at the end.
Terminal
We'll just carry a little bit more speed all the way to the end. Just a tiny bit.
Tower, monitor ground 120, taxi Alpha Paper.
Totally servo, thanks.
Echo Sierra, Quebec Tower, identified. Kilo number Charlie Tower, traffic 10 o'clock, mile and a half, over Highway 1 is a Bell 47, they're westbound at 700.
We're looking for the traffic, Kilo number Charlie.
Echo Sierra, Quebec Tower, surveillance service terminated, cleared owner.
Echo Sierra, Quebec Tower, thanks.
Keep it right around 30 here for the moment.
Kilo number Charlie Tower, you can follow that Bell 47, cleared to the approach runway 19, land pad, all through discretion, wind 190 at 4.
Follow the Bell 47, full pad, our approach number Charlie.
Moving, moving. We're still ahead of our downwash right now. Now we're within that 2 feet of the ground. Now we're just going to slowly let it slow down, slow down. There, it's starting to come in front of us. You saw that grass moving? And we just land like that. You see the grass just starting to deflect in front of us?
Yes. I know what you mean now. I was thinking, main grass.
Yeah.
But
just
yeah.
the tall
Yeah,
stuff was totally still in front of us, and then
this
all of a
starts to get
sudden we
affected,
started to see it ripple.
Yeah.
And that's the moment where we want to be touching
Right.
down.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
All right. This one will be you.
Yeah. Right here. Yeah. It's different, similar.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. Right. All lights are out. NR's in the green. Feels good. In the circuit. T's and P's all in the green. All switches on. Car P's on off. So collective friction is off.
Good. 147 on final, 2 behind them.
Tango Romeo Tower, the Bell 47, 12 o'clock, we'll be going to Pad Alpha.
Otherwise all clear.
Yep. Echo Tango Romeo with the traffic.
Go ahead, make your call, and I'll just watch here.
Under the tower, Echo Tango India requesting infield circuit.
Echo Tango India Tower, infield circuit approved, wind 190 at 4, take off in 9 to discretion.
Echo Tango India.
All right, all clear.
So just keep pulling up.
Yep.
Go straight up. Not there.
Excellent. The first part of the pole till we left the ground.
Yep.
We can work on just increasing the pace on that a little bit, just so that we're not having so much time with the downwash, building, and then by the time we lift, it's actually already fully engulfed.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was nice and smooth once we got into the air. It was nice, continuous pull up.
Yeah, I had a bit of a hesitation. I wasn't doing anything with my feet for some reason. I was thinking more about this collective coming all the way up.
Oh yeah. Waiting for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
There it is. That's a bit of a running landing.
A little bit more run than we needed there. Just a little bit more patient with the touchdown.
Yeah.
You want to wait until you actually not just seeing it down here, but actually seeing it up there.
Right.
Because until then, it's not actually pushing our downwash. It's just our downwash coming down.
Yeah, that's where all my focus went. I didn't really spot it when you did yours. I was waiting to stay there. But it's
just watch up there.
Traffic 12 o'clock, half mile is a R44 on final for the.
And then of course by that point you decelerate even more.